You know, unity for the sake of unity, unprincipled unity, is an extremely dangerous thing. Yet increasingly, of recent times, we've had more and more of this call to unite, and it comes from largely the ANC-led alliance. And it's come especially since the run-up to and the launch of this latest trade union federation, the South African Federation of Trade Unions, SAFTU. It's understandable because SAFTU epitomizes the ongoing slow implosion in the tripartite alliance, which was the ANC, the South African Communist Party, and the Congress of South African Trade Unions, COSATU. The alliance still maintains, those who remain in the alliance still maintain, as did the ANC in those long years of exile, that the ANC is the only true representative of the South African people. Therefore, anyone who's against the ANC is against the people of South Africa. You know, this is as fallacious now as it was then. And SAFTU, which I think is perhaps the most important development on the Labour front since the formation of COSATU in 1985, highlights this fallacy. And it's a fallacy, a myth, that underlies the tensions in all the tripartite alliance struggles. Even before ANC became government, these tensions existed. In NUMSA in 1993, the Metal Workers Union, which was expelled from COSATU, tabled a motion saying that when the ANC became government, COSATU should withdraw from the alliance because the ANC in government would be the largest employer in the land, and unions should not be in bed with the bosses. They lost that motion, and like all the others, came closer to in the alliance, set up investment companies, etc. Now we have a situation where SAFTU is promising to go back to first principles, including political independence, but above all, militant defense of worker interests in democratic structures. At the same time, there's a lot of, well, contradictory rhetoric and a number of areas that are definitely needed to be sorted out. But the General Secretary of SAFTU, the former General Secretary, expelled General Secretary of COSATU, Zwelinzima Vavi, has at least verbally committed this federation and its affiliated 24 unions to fighting all the fights across the board that need to be taken on. He's even mentioned the old fights such as the Midrand municipal workers and the truck and bus driver problems regarding working conditions and fatigue, which have been highlighted in my Inside Labour columns. But the major question still remains. Is SAFTU going to be a better, yes, but still traditional federation in the old mould? Or is it going to become a new vehicle, the sort of vehicle that will be necessary for unions in the 21st century? Anyhow, that will be the focus of my Inside Labour column, which you can access on this platform, Fin24, tomorrow, and a version of which will appear in the City Press business section on Sunday. Until then, as always, over to you. Comments, suggestions, criticisms to editor@fin24.com. That's editor@fin24.com. Until next week, cheers.